Dad and Kids Play 1. Alright everybody, we're gonna try to do another tutorial today. Now this video is gonna be more so the same of the last one I did, but instead of me trying to put like OBS and Adobe Premiere all in the same video, because that's a lot of information, I decided to just narrow this video down to just Adobe Premiere, and we're going to just focus on how to set your the video for the webcam and video game footage. So with that said, let's get started. So like once you go into Adobe Premiere and you got your file, all your files and everything together, like your video clip. Okay, so you just want to just click and drag the footage into your Adobe Premiere, into the projects window. But you can do it another way. You could actually, so you can go into the project tab and just right click and go to import, left click that, and then you can just open up the file that you want to import into Adobe Premiere. Okay, so once you do that, you want to click on the file and you want to drag it into, this is what you call the timeline. This is the timeline. This is where you're going to be doing this is where you're going to do all the manipulations to your clip. So once you drag it in there, it's going to look something like this. Now depending on the way you got your OBS set up, you may just see like two streams of your clip. You know, you might just see like your video, like a single video track, and then you might see like one audio track. But I have my OBS exporting like 4 audio tracks. But I'll get into that in the next video. Like right now, let's just focus on these clips. Now, with that being said, what you want to do, we want our footage to go from, this right here to looking like this right here. So I'm going to show you how to do that. All right, so what we want to do, step number 1, you want to left click your clip and then right click and then go to unlink. That's it. All right. Step 2, you want to left click your video file. You want to hold the Alt button, and then you want to left click and then move up and then let go. So what that does, when you Alt and move tracks of your clip, when you hold the Alt button and move tracks of your clip, what it does, it allows you to clone or copy that specific track of your clip. So we just made a copy of it. So now it's actually the same thing. So now we're doing this so we can separate the camera from the webcam footage from the video game footage. We're not really separating it. We just basically cropping it. All right, so step left click the bottom track, and let's see. No, you go over here to your effects and you want to click on your video effects, and then you want to scroll down, and then you want to what we're looking for the transform folder. So then you want to open that and click left click crop, hold the mouse button and then drag it to the bottom video track, and then we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna drag it to the top video track. All right, so the bottom video track, you want to click on that, click on the bottom video track, and then you want to go all the way over here to click on, make sure you want to go up here and you want to click on effects controls, and make sure that the track that you're trying to manipulate is selected. All right, so once you're in the effects control tab, you want to go down and you want to make sure you click on crop. All right, so you see it says left, top, right, and bottom. Well, what you want to do is you want to click on the right tab. Well, not tab, but the selection. Click on it, backspace, 0 out of there, and then you want to type in 50. Hit enter. All right, and now we're going to do the same thing. We're going to click on the top. Now we're going to click on the top video track, and you're going to go all the way up to we'll go all the way back to the effects controls, click on crop, and then you're going to go to, instead of the right, you're going to go to the left this time. So you're going to click on that, backspace to 0 out, and then you're going to type in 50 again, and then hit enter. All right, so once you do that, what happened is, basically all I did was I just cropped out 50% of both video tracks. So the bottom video track is cropped out 50% to the right, and then the top video track is cropped out 50% to the left. So all that does is it allows you to move the video around without worrying about you can't see the video game footage on the top track now. See what I'm saying? So, and then the same thing with the bottom video track. You can move it around. You can move it around without worrying about seeing the webcam footage. So we just cropped it out. So now we're gonna go ahead and start editing to make the webcam look better. All right, so what you probably want to do is name your track so you don't get confused on what's going on. So the top video track, just right click and hit rename, and then let's just call it webcam. And then the bottom video track, we're going to right click and then just go to rename, and then we're going to call this video. We can just call it video game footage. Okay, and now all right, so with that out of the way, we're going to go ahead and click on the webcam track, and we're going to go all the way up to effects controls. We're going to click on motion, and then we're going to just move this like right here so we can better see it. Hi son, how you doing? Dad loves you. All right, anyway, so now we're going to click on crop, because it's a lot of this track has a lot of footage, a lot of area that I don't want shown in a final video. So now what I'm gonna do is, being that you have the crop tool selected, you wanna, if you look at your video track, you'll notice that there's like a blue line around it. That means you can click on it and you can like drag and crop out sections of the videos that you don't want shown. So I'm just gonna, drag this up here like this, because I don't need everything else. I don't need everything to be shown on this video track. I just need like a good, like a good visualization of just my upper body. You know what I'm saying? Like my shoulder areas, my head, and probably the microphone, and that's really it. So now, with that being said, I'm going to click on motion, and then I'm just going to like drag this webcam right here, and then we're going to make it a bit smaller, because you don't want to take up too much. You don't want your webcam to necessarily take up too much space on your video. So I'm going to click scale right here, and then I'm just going to drag it down to about a size that I think I can work with. Now we're probably going to end up coming back and rescaling it, but for now we're going to leave it right there. All right, so now all right, so step, we're gonna key out this green screen behind me. So what I'm gonna do is, now this step that I'm about to show you is it's completely optional, and it's just a fancy way of showing your webcam and to overlay it across the video game footage. Now again, this step is completely optional. You don't have to do this, but at the same time, you know, it's very cool to be able to do this right here. So if you got a green screen, I would recommend keying out your green screen, and let me show you how you do this. So you want to go down to your effects folder, and you want to make sure that your video effects is open, and then you want to scroll all the way down to the folder that says keying. You want to click on the keying folder, and then you want to go all the way down to Ultra Key. You want to left click, and then you're going to click and drag and let go on top of the webcam track. Now you want to go all the way back up to effects controls, go down, and then you want to click on the make sure you selected the Ultra Key tab, and then you want to all right, so if you go to the key colors, you want to look at this, you want to look at the setting that's called key color. Go there, and you're going to see like an eyedrop tool. What you want to do is you want to click on that, and then you want to make sure you select the green background. And once you do that, what it's gonna try to do is gonna try to crop out the background, the green background. And so what I'm gonna do now, just to make sure that we do this correctly, I'm going to hide the video game footage. Now you can see, like, let me zoom in here. All right, so you can like see a lot of like graininess in the back. Like it looks gray, and it just don't look right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click on, while still in Ultra Key, I'm gonna go all the way down to what's called mallet generation. Click on that, and then I'm going to increase the pedestal all the way up, and then probably lower the shadow just a little bit. And normally that gets the effect that I'm looking for. All right, so now I'm going to zoom back out. I'm going to re-show the video game footage. All right, so there. Okay, so you want to click on your video game footage. You want to go all the way up to effects controls, and then you want to click motion, and then just move it to where you want to. So now, being that this video game file, this footage has an aspect ratio of 4:3, which is basically a full screen of aspect ratio, we're going to, because it's not widescreen, it's an old video game, it's a retro game. So we're going to add a background behind the webcam and video game layer. So let's do that right now. All right, so in a timeline, you want to left click and drag till you see that both the webcam and the video game track is selected, and then you want to move up. You want to move it up. So now you see that it's an extra video. You got an empty video track that you can manipulate. You can put something on. So we're gonna drag this wallpaper that I found off the internet, and just make sure that the picture that you use is not you just make sure it's not copywritten or forbidden. I don't want nobody getting in any trouble. But anyway, now you might like, God, you might be saying, wow, why is that black bar still there? we're gonna fix that right now. So we're gonna click on the video game footage, go back to the effects controls, and then we'll go to crop. And remember I tell you about the blue line being around the video file, the video track. I'm sorry. So we're just gonna click and drag that out the way. See? Now that's out the way. So we're gonna go back down to your picture, and then we're gonna just go to in the effects controls. We're gonna click on motion, and then we're just gonna move it to a position where we something just some nice background art. Probably scale it up just a little bit, just make it something like that right there. All right, there we go. So we have a nice picture of Donkey Kong and Diddy in the background. So just to speed this tutorial up just a little bit more, I'm not gonna really too much talk about audio. I'm gonna say that as for another video, but let me fix the audio a bit, and then when we come back, I'll show you how give you an example of how the final video looked. So, now that I have the audio adjusted, let's see how this video performs now. Thank you, Joyce. Yeah, because I wanted to play this for a while. Now I got to reach the play the first stage. All right, so we're gonna. Okay, why can't I move back? This game is a giant Ponzi. All right, so. Whoa, why didn't you do that? I thought I was gonna die just now.
You thought you were care.
He is, Okay, that's it. So that was just basically the way I set up, the video. That's the way you can just set up your video. That's one way you can set up your video in Adobe Premiere, and hope this helps somebody out there. If you guys got any questions or anything, just leave me a comment. And yeah. With that being said, hope you enjoy this, and give it a like, even subscribe if it helps you. That'll help out our channel a whole lot. And with that being said, I wish you guys a blessed day, and we'll see you next time. Peace out.